Geeking out! Geeking out! We're geeking out this morning over a massive revival of retro trading cards and toys. Our gadget guru, Drew Kozub, joins us live from Winnipeg. Drew, first things first, have you seen a beaver in the last hour or so that you can report to us?
No, Winnipeg has been missing out on all this excitement. No subways here, though, so maybe that's why we don't have to worry about the subway beaver.
All right, Drew, we'll move on to other things then. I had trading cards growing up. I know you collected trading cards growing up. My Eric Lindros rookie, I don't know where it is from Upper Deck. I've lost it somewhere. But based on the trend that you're seeing right now, if I were to have kept that card, I'd be rolling in some dough. Is that what's going on right now?
Sid, I'm so sorry to tell you that, yes, in the last year on this website where people buy and sell collectibles called Stockx, they have had an increase in trading card sales of 4,000%.
What?
Yes, absolutely. So quick background on Stockx. They started as a place for people to resell sneakers, but now it's a place for anyone who wants to buy or sell hard-to-find collector's items, electronics, and that kind of stuff. And then anything that's sold on the site is inspected by professional authenticators. So if you buy a trading card and it's supposed to be in mint condition, you know it truly will be. So sports cards in general, we're talking baseball, basketball, football, are selling for between 130% and 250% more than they were in the last year. But the biggest jump in sales in the types of trading cards actually comes from one specific category, and that is Pokemon cards.
Okay, Drew, help me out. Because when the Pokemon app came out a couple years ago where you actually could walk around your neighborhood looking for like I looked at that app and said, that's kind of hilarious. I understand why that's taking off. The trading cards, and maybe I'm a little older, the trading cards I've never quite understood. What am I missing there, and why are they so valuable?
Okay, two different ways that you can enjoy Pokemon cards. Some people get the cards to actually play a card game with friends, so that's one way. But the other way is to get them as collector's items, because certain cards are more rare and valuable. And because of all this Pokemon excitement, Pokemon cards have jumped up in sales by 300% on Stockx.
300%.
Now, it's bananas, but the particular reason why right now could be two things. Nintendo announced an upcoming game in the Pokemon franchise, and this one is called New Pokemon Snap. It's coming to the Nintendo Switch April 30th, and it's a follow-up to a game that was released for the Nintendo 64 back in 1999, where you go from island to island snapping photos of different Pokemon. So it's a really fun, nostalgic game that we know another one is coming. You pair that with the fact that this year is the 25th anniversary since the release of the first ever Pokemon video game, and Pokemon cards specifically are blowing up right now, but trading cards in general are enjoying a big resurgence in popularity.
Drew, we might as well rename this segment Stuff I Used to Own That Could Now Make Me Rich That I Don't Own Anymore. Because I had cards.
I kept all of mine, so I'm happy.
Well, congratulations. Well, good for you, Drew. Good for you. Well, the other thing I used to own that you're about to enlighten us on here is I had some Star Wars Lego stuff. I had a ton of it. God knows where it is. Is that stock rising as well?
Absolutely. Lego has never gone out of style, but right now the big trend is sets that are geared towards grown-ups. So on Stockx, in the last 30 days, Lego sets have been selling at a price premium of about 30%. And many of these sets aren't actually meant for kids, like this Friends set. It's the Central Perk little coffee house from the TV show Friends. It's recommended for ages 16 plus because it has 1,070 pieces. And I can't imagine many kids would be excited to put on Ross's hair or Phoebe's guitar in Central Perk. But for adults, there's a lot of exciting stuff like this Nintendo set. You build an old school Nintendo console, a retro tube TV. Now, Sid, watch this. This is all made out of Lego. Mario actually plays through the level.
Love it, Drew. I'm gonna rock my mini Super Nintendo when I go home. Speaking of Nintendo, before we let you go, we got about 30 seconds. Fans of SNES, Super Nintendo back in the day, good news coming, right?
Exactly. Nintendo Mania is back specifically for the Super Nintendo. So that Super NES Classic was re-released in 2017, which is a mini version of the original Super Nintendo. It's got a bump in selling price by about 56% People love it because it's a great old school way of sharing games with your family. It comes with 21 built-in games, so you don't have to worry about collecting all the old cartridges. You just plug it in and play. And the nice feature on this is there's built-in saves at any point. So on a difficult game, you can just save wherever you like. It makes it all fun again. The Super Nintendo is popular once again.
Yeah, and revolutionary for its time. That's worth picking up. Drew, this was fun. Appreciate it. Take care, brother.
Thanks, Sid.
One and only Drew Kozub. All right, we're going to take a break. We've been talking about it all show here on Breakfast Television. Chrissy Teigen deleted her Twitter account last night, nearly 14 million followers. Her reasoning, to sum it up, the negativity. Our sound-off question for you today: what role has social media played for you during the pandemic? We're going to take your calls, emails, and tweets. 1-866-267-3797. Feedback at breakfasttelevision.ca and on Twitter at BreakfastTV. You sound off. Coming up a little later on. Also, who's got the messiest desk? That's next.